Welcome back to Fix It with Feng Shui Q&A, where I answer your Feng Shui questions. So if you have a question, be sure to ask it in the comments. Email me, jill@jillathay.com, or find me on Instagram, send me a DM, and I will answer your question if it's quick and easy right away, or I will answer it on one of these future episodes. So I got a really good question about water fountains, because if you are following me on Instagram and you're seeing the reels, I share a lot about water fountains in the reels, because water fountains in Feng Shui represent flowing money. And so there are a few places in your home that you definitely want to have a water fountain. So the question was, where do I put the water fountains? So I practice BTB Feng Shui. That is what I practice in my home. That is what I share with you. That is what I teach on in my Feng Shui in 1, 2, 3 guidebook, which teaches you how to lay the Bagua map and get the energy flowing in your main floor, adding all the colors and elements in. And then that is what I use in my virtual consultations. And you guys, I don't know if you know, but I do virtual consultations all over the world. It's amazing where the consultations come from. So if you're interested in that, you can find out more about those at jill@jillathay.com. But in BTB Feng Shui, we use water fountains in a certain part of our home to represent flowing money. So the first place that you want to have a fountain is at your front entrance. Now, your front entrance is the door that the builder would consider the front door in your home, or the architect, not the door that you maybe use the most. So it's the door that would be considered the front entrance on like the building plans, okay? If you're in an apartment condo, this is the door leading into your own space, into your apartment condo. So you want to ideally have a fountain inside the front door, as close to the front door as possible, and also outside the front door. Now, I live in Canada, so therefore in the winter, there is no fountain outside, but there is in the late spring, summer, and early fall. If you're in an apartment condo, you may not be able to put one outside your front door. That's okay, put one inside your front door. You want it as close to the front door as possible. Now, sometimes, and as is my case, I do not have a plug in that front entrance area. So I have one tucked in the front office, and then I actually have one in my office too. And I'm just as close to the front door as I can be. I have used the fountains with batteries before. I just found that there was too much recharging going on. But if that is what you want to do, go for it. So you want to put a fountain as close to the front door as possible. When you are adding in this fountain in your home, you are thinking about abundance and money energy flow into your home. So you're placing with the intention of flowing money, and whatever that means for you and whatever abundance means for you. So you're going to have a fountain inside and outside, or outside your front entrance. That's the first place you're going to put a fountain. The next place a fountain is really great is in your abundance area, because flowing water equals flowing money. Also, water is the building element in the abundance area, so it becomes a cure for that as well. So the abundance area in your home, when you're standing in your front door looking in, is in the back third of your home on the left, okay? Now, in the reels that I share about the fountains, I get like my bathroom's in that area. Well, you might not want to have a fountain in the bathroom, so make sure you have one at the front entrance. Some people have their bedroom in that area. I have tons of clients who add a small tabletop fountain in their bedroom, and it's lovely, and you just turn it off at night to sleep. My big fountain stays on all the time on my main floor. My fountain in the abundance area, I actually turn it off at night, just because it runs out of water faster. Okay, so if you have a bathroom in that area, you can certainly put a fountain in there, but just if you don't want to, you definitely then want to put one at the front entrance. Now remember that it's, in the back third of your home, and then that third is split into the left, the middle, and the right. So there may be some room that you can put it in that area, right? That it's not just in the bathroom. So you're going to add a fountain in that area. And then the other place that you can use a fountain is in the purpose area of your home. Now, your front door lies either in the wisdom, the purpose, or the assistance area. So if your front door is in the purpose area and you add a fountain, not only are you adding a fountain for flowing money, but the water element is the main element in the purpose area. So it's another great place to have a fountain in your home. The other one that you may choose to do is in more advanced Feng Shui, we can lay the Bagua map separately on our bedrooms and separately on spaces like our office. So if you choose, you would stand in the door looking into your office in that back left corner of your office, regardless of where it lays on the Bagua map. So my office is in the community area, okay? The back left corner, which would be over here, you can add a fountain there with abundance in mind, flowing energy, flowing money for whatever work it is that you're doing. So you can choose to add another fountain in that area too. So lots of places to put a fountain in your home. Outside, back left corner of your yard, like from the back wall of your house, looking out, the back left corner of your yard is the abundance area. Put a fountain back there too if you can. Your backyard represents your future, so that is a great space for a fountain as well. So, adding fountains to these areas. What I want to also cover is what is not a fountain, because I get asked this a lot. Diffusers are not fountains. They represent the water element, which is amazing, and definitely use it in the community area, in the abundance area, in the purpose area, where the element of water is either the building element or the main element. That's great. It does not represent flowing money like this particular cure does in Feng Shui. Okay, a photo of a waterfall or a water fountain is not the same. Photos of elements are great. So a photo representing the water element again is great, but you want the flowing water part for the flowing money part. I get asked also about, and I don't know what these are because I don't have a cat, but like there's little cat fountain things. I don't know how that works. Never tried it because really allergic to cats, don't have one. But what I would say is, you could try it because I know it bubbles over and has kind of, it mimics the flow of a fountain. So you could try it. If there's not enough money energy flow, it's not enough. It's not working. Okay, so adding a fountain into your home. If you have any questions about these fountain placements or what is or isn't a fountain, be sure to ask it in the comments below. If you're wanting more money energy tips, comment money. I have a Feng Shui guide that has 15 money energy tips in it, and it really helps to get the energy flowing in your home. So it's Feng Shui for money specifically. And I'll maybe put the link to it in the write-up as well so that you can check it out there. But comment money if you'd like to see that guide, and I will share it with you also. So here's to getting the money energy flowing using fountains in your home based on Feng Shui placement.